Hey viewers, welcome to Real Astrology. As promised, I'm here again, and this is a very important one. Hello, can anybody hear me? Am I audible, visible? Saloni Aurora, Nicole Lee, hi, thanks. Okay, so I'll be reading the chat later. So today I'm here with a very important video. This is about the stellium which is forming in Capricorn sign. And this is going to be starting from the 9th of February when Moon transits this sign of Capricorn and joins the rest of the planets. Mercury will be on this day retrograde. Thank you, Ramya. Thank you, Random. Thank you, Rishikesh. Thank you, Nitika. Thank you so much, everyone. Hi, Didi. Okay, hi, Anindya. So I'll be just going ahead with this video, and then I'll be looking at you all, what are you writing. See, this is a very important video. So please pay attention to this because this is a huge stellium which is forming in the sign of Capricorn next year. So whenever there is a stellium, the clustering of, yes, February 2021, I'm talking about Aja. So this is happening in the sign of Capricorn, where Saturn will be there, Jupiter will be there, Sun will be there, and we have Moon joining in, Mercury in retrogression, and Venus also there. And all the planets will be in Rahu Ketu axis. That is the Kal Sarpa. This is a very important one. And why 11th of February? Because that will be Amavasya. That is the new moon day also. And we will be having this Mars only out of the zone, that is in Aries. But Rahu will be in Taurus and Ketu will be in Scorpio. So this is why I'm making this video. I've already made a video on Rahu Ketu transit part 1 about Rahu Ketu in Taurus and Scorpio axis. I've already made that. I will be making a series on that. And while doing that video, I came to know about this, conjunction, the clustering of planets, which is really very, very powerful. And it is going to impact us all. And I'll be taking sign-wise prediction briefly because this video needs more attention. This stellium needs more attention. So I will be covering it in my later video when closer to the time. But yes, to make things clearer, see, we must know, we have idea about Capricorn sign well. And this is going to be, first of all, the Saturn in, we know Saturn is going to be in the sign of Capricorn, and it is there from January 2020. And this is that you are very paranoid and you're isolating yourself from finances. Whenever Saturn is in Capricorn sign, there is a message from the universe. You must understand this is the zenith part. This is a very important part of Saturn. In this sign, it is related to the careers. And what is the best way to enhance your career? It is a slow progress, slowness towards the goals that you want to achieve. So don't be too imaginary. You can't be in imagination. Saturn wants you to be realistic, extra pragmatic. Okay, so you have to be focused. You have to overcome that pessimism, and you have to utilize this Saturn's energy in this sign to actually reap the positive energies of Saturn in this sign. Now here we are having Mercury and Sun and Venus as well as Moon and Jupiter also. See, all these planets are definitely going to be impacting the other spheres of life like communication, relationship, education, and of course the inner you. So we have to be very careful while analyzing this conjunction of so many planets in the sign of owned by Saturn. And the stellium, which is going to be impacting us all, I'm going to be sharing with you sign-wise prediction. I'll be reading your chat for sure. Please hang on. So for Aries people, this is happening in your 10th house. So this is going to be very, very important regarding your career. If you have to make any choices, you will be making some really major choices during this time, and all the planets like the third, sixth, fourth, and the seventh, fifth lord, all the lords are getting conjoined, apart from the first and the eighth lord, that is Mars. All the lords are getting gathered there. So there is a lot of energy in the 10th house of yours. You have to work very hard. You have to put sincere efforts towards your relationship, as well as towards your finances, towards your work. You have to, maybe you will get a chance to get overseas projects. So you have to be very careful with your commitments also. During this time, you have to be very, very careful about your health, because Mars is going to be transiting your first house, being the lord of the eighth as well, and looking at the eighth house. So this is super, super, precarious time for you. So whenever the, conjunction like this happens, as we know, when, in December 26th, December 2019, this happened. I hope the flow is smooth. Otherwise, I will have to get rid of this video. So if at all there is, Mercury, Mercury will be retrograde during that time as well, the Vyata. So now what is happening here, when in December, this configuration, the stellium, a lot of planets were in Sagittarius sign, this outbreak of pandemic happened. Now, what will happen when all these planets are going to be, okay, thank you, Suman. So what happens when there is a lot of configuration of planets in Capricorn sign next year? It is definitely not going to happen that day. Any kind of event will not take place on the very same day. But yes, it can so happen plus minus 3 months from that event which is happening, that configuration. Coming to Taurus sign, this is happening, this conjunction is happening in your 9th house. So you are advised to take control of your aggression, your energy, you channelize it. You have to take care of your relationships, of course. Higher education, higher learnings, if you want to get into it, do it, because there's a lot of energy in the 9th house. So there will be a lot of, adventure in you. You have that zeal and energy, and, you're thinking about financial growth. You're thinking about creative energies of yours. So you have to focus on the practical matters of life rather than being in your imaginary world. So because this is a sign of practicality, so we have to be practical. Minor health issues can come up, but take care of your father's health during this time. You have, because all the planets are in Rahu Ketu axis, so we have to work through this energy as well. I'll read the comments. Please hang on. For Gemini people, this stellium is happening in your 8th house. Mind you, the 8th house is the stellium. So this is going to be very, very difficult time as far as your work is concerned, your health is concerned, your relationship is concerned. So you have to be extra cautious about your expenses, your support, your professional support. You have to be really having that conducive environment so that you are able to make the best use of the energy that you are getting, or the positive energy. You have to make it. Hi, Lisa. Okay, so please hear this out, then I will talk to you all also. Okay, so now here you have to be, you will be having some problems regarding your financials also. When Saturn, Venus, Mercury, Sun, Moon, everything, every planet is in the 8th house. So a lot of configuration, a lot of energy. It can be a positive one also for you if you want to make it, But yes, it is like implementing any kind of plans. It will take time. It will be a delaying process. It will be, because Saturn is the strongest, and all the planets apart from Mercury and Sun, all are either in Sun's nakshatra or Moon's nakshatra. So we have to see whether they are getting impacted negatively at that time or not, because it is an Amavasya, so Moon is combust. So people who have a weaker Moon, they will suffer. So you have to be taking care of your mental state also during this time. See, health can have, you can have some stomach related problems, you can have teeth related problem, eye related problems. So you have to be taking care of your lower abdominal issues, hormonal disorder or something, very carefully. Coming to the next one, that is Cancer. So I'm seeing the configuration right in front of me, and I'm seeing the chat also. So I will be going through the chat as well. So now what is happening in Cancer sign, this configuration is happening. So it is in the 7th house. So there is a lot of stress and anxiety during this time at the professional front also, because Mars is there, though Mars is a positive graha, but at the same time, the Lagnesh is combust. So you can have problems in your relationships, your health. So you are advised to utter lesser words and use your hard work and show your potential in front of others, like that. So it is actually good for financials. This combination will be very good for financials. If you want to go abroad, if you want to settle abroad, invest money during this time, you can do that. But you must remember that Rahu Ketu axis, whenever the Kal Sarpa is active, there is always some problem or the other in some areas of life where your Taurus and Scorpio is. So for you, it is going to be 5-11 axis. So you have to be taking care in relationships, because they are becoming, Rakesh, it is bad for Gemini for one reason, that, all the planets in the 8th house. And right now, Saturn is also this transiting the 8th house. So I'm sorry, I cannot help it. I am being what is, I'm showing I'm seeing the chart in front of me, and I'm saying whatever is visible. So please accept the good and the bad as well. So coming to Cancer, your love life is definitely going to get impacted. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of love also attached in the relationship, so utilize it. So take care of your health. In case you have to plan your foreign trips, you can do that. For Leo natives, this stellium is happening in your 6th house. So 6th house is that you can have some problem or miscommunication, misinterpretation at the place of work. There is a lot of energy in the 6th house, so you must dedicate your timeline, your scheduler. You must dedicate your self to sincere efforts to whatever you're doing. Hard work is the key. So if you will do that, you will be successful. Don't worry about it. Sincere efforts never ever go down the drain. Though they can be frustrating, there can be delays, but it doesn't mean that it is going to be bad always. I have made the video on the part 1 on Rahu Ketu transit. So I'll be sharing with you. You will be glad to know that it is happening in your 410 axis. So it is going to be giving you some relief. Then secondly, your love life, you can get impacted negatively also, because the Lord of the 7th and Lord of the 5th, they are going to be in the 6th house. So there can be some problems, strained relationships, misunderstandings. So cope up with that. Don't go overboard in your communication with people around you, in your relationships. Okay, eat right, sleep on time. There can be some stress related, worry related, digestive troubles. So be careful about those things. So coming to Virgo. So for Virgo, this is happening in your 5th house. So 5th house is house of children, passion, creative energy, and investments also, love also. So progeny, if at all you have to plan, so you can do that during this time, because Jupiter is also there, Saturn is also there. So it is a positive one. And you know what, actually this is going to be positive for financials, because the Lord of the second is going to be there and it's forming a strong yoga in the sky. So it is going to be, you have to be very optimistic at the place of work. It will help you grow, and you will be acknowledged for whatever jobs you're doing. It is something that will give you some unstable and unpleasant experiences in love life. So you have to be careful. Good for financial gains. It is not a bad phase for financial. Some pending dues rather will be paid to you, and you will be very materialistically growing. Love life, of course, is a little challenging. You have to be careful. And health wise, it is better that you sleep on time, and take some rest. Your body needs rest. For Libra, because the stellium is forming in your 4th house, so there is a lot of energy, anxiety in the 4th house, house of happiness. So take care of your mother's health first of all, and in case you are having some problems at the place of work, they'll be resolved. You will be getting acknowledged, and you will be able to get good results at the place of work. Your, whatever challenges you have been facing, I think they will be sorted. It is a positive energy because there are, so many planets in one house, and there are getting, the nexus is forming, the positive nexus is forming that way. So you will be able to manage your money well. You'll be able to manage and enhance your skills well. You will be taking care of your investments also during this time. Your romantic life will be good. So it is going to be a powerful and a positive one. You have to maintain peace though. You are going to be very aggressive because Mars is looking at your first house. So whenever Mars is looking at the first house, it gives aggression. So you can channelize that aggression. In fact, you can channelize it towards positive. You can make it towards positive. I'll tell you, Neha, I'll just tell you. And see if it is for health, you have to be eating right, and it can give you some stomach disorders again, and heart related issues also. So take care of your BP, take care of your stress levels, and maintain cordiality with the people around you. You must maintain calmness and peace. Okay. Coming to Scorpio native. Scorpio, this is happening in your third house. So third house is the house of enterprise, imagination, communication. So it's best that you do the best at the place of work. Your neighbors, your siblings, you should be having cordiality with them. Anything which is, if you go overboard, it can backfire. So you have to maintain that calmness and that peace in at the place of work. Also, you have to give your 100%, and the more you give, the more you get. It's like that kind of a scenario. But definitely too many planets and retrograde Mercury also not good for investments, because 11th house is active. So when Mercury gets direct, then you can do it after. Please make a note, this is I'm talking about the configuration when it's happening on the 9th, 10th and 11th of February 2021, and I'm doing the horoscope for reading for that now, so that you're prepared, because there is a lot of energy during this time in Capricorn sign. We must utilize it, and we must be forewarned also. Financials for Scorpio people is going to be improving, and you will be making quick money also during this time. But you have to be really very careful while making financial judgments. For love life, I think it is going to be you will be feeling a little detached, because Saturn is looking at your 5th house. You have to be careful while making any decisions regarding marriage, regarding associations. I think you should lie low. Not a good time to get into any kind of relationship right now. But yes, there can be some good time for health. So you can be on the fitness regime. You will be doing something which is constantly keeping you on a go, and you'll be very energetic and enthusiastic. So that's something good. At 50 I am, so you all can as well. Coming to the next sign, that is Sagittarius. So for Sagittarius, this is happening in your 2nd house. So 2nd house, superstellium, we call it, when all the planets are in there. So it is going to be in your 2nd house, house of finance, house of family values, house of family as well. So your immediate family members. So you have to get connected with them. You can take their help. You can think about financials. You can be having some confrontations with your bosses, your peers, or your superiors. So be careful. There can be some problems, to manage the house and the home comforts and the official tasks. So you have to be careful, because there's a lot of energy, but yes, good for financials if you channelize it properly. So utilize these 2-3 days time. I would request you. I will be making another video on this, and this is something which I saw and I wanted to share with you guys immediately. So this period is good for financial growth. You will be making some intellectual decisions. You'll be making some fine decisions during this time. So utilize it. Good for getting married. Good for getting into the happiness quotient is good. Blissful experiences you will be having. So because you have a lot of clarity of thoughts. Too many planets there, it is going to give you a lot of clarity in relationships also. Health is going to be giving you mixed results, so take care of your health. Teeth region, stomach region, communication, when you're talking, you have to be a little calm. Maintain cordiality with your children also. For Capricorn people, this is happening in your 1st house. Stellium in the 1st house, Moon is there, Saturn is there. So all the planets in the 1st house, Sarasati running as per the Lagna I take as well. So it is going to be, and if you want to see the moon also, you can see it is the 1st house. 1st house is of self. So take care of yourself, take care of your thought process. You might be having some elevation during this time, because the Lord of the 10th has also gone to the Lagna, and moon is also there. So moon is your 7th house lord, so it is combust, so there can be problems in relationship, but good for your status elevation at the place of work, heightened energy at the place of work, promotion likely, success in accomplishing goal. I would suggest go ahead with whatever you have to. You are unstoppable. Okay. I hope I'm smooth. Can somebody say that? The heading, I think, supposed to be 11th February 2021. I'll change it. I'll change it. So, Sabrina, I must have done it wrong. I'll change it, dear. Okay. But yes, this is a stellium which is very, very essential, and we are heading to some major change coming our way during this time. Good, bad depends on your personal charts. So if you are planning, Capricorn people, if you're planning, you're getting frustrated at place of work, don't worry, you are going to get elevation, desired financial growth. Don't worry, give it some time. Okay. Health, of course, you have to take care of your health. As I said, you have to take care of your lower abdominal region, eyesight, skin related problems. You have to be taking care of your heart region as well. Okay. But yes, it is definitely going to be better for the workplace. Aquarius, this is happening in your 1 second. This is happening in your 12th house. Okay, so 12th house is what? House of detachment, isolation. You want to just isolate yourself, seclusion. Don't do it for long though. But yes, you want to take a break. This is the time you want to take a break, and this will be giving you a break also. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much. I am very precise. Why? Because I'm in a rush. I have to do some other work. So I'm Satakshi. I'm just being very precise for that reason, because I have to make another video also for you guys, right? So I have to be quick. Now, what is happening for the ascendant, Aquarius ascendant? This is happening in your 12th house. So you have to be taking care of your professional overseas clients. If at all you have to plan something like that, it is going to be very good. If you have to travel abroad, if everything goes well, definitely you can. So it is going to give you enhancement in the career, in your professional growth abroad. Okay, so maybe some overseas income, lot of overseas income coming in, but yes, it will bring about a lot of expenses also. So be watchful, Aquarians. But yes, there is a lot of change coming in your life with Rahu Ketu axis changing from your 5-11 axis. So I will be definitely sharing that soon. So it is going to be better, I'm sure. For your love life, I think things are going to improve gradually. In case you have to get married or something with with the person who is not from your country, so that will be advisable, depending on your personal chart, of course. So you're likely to face some confusion and in your love life, already existing love life. So be careful about that as well. Get rid of some confusions and kiddish, the kiddish chats that you have. So just get out of it and be in that good rhythm. So prepare yourself from now, because we're heading to that stellium. So that is the reason I'm giving it away right now. Okay, because this is the time when you will be feeling the results. I'm telling you, the inception point is this. Health, you have to be taking care of. Mental tensions can be there with the 12th house transit. Actually, it gives some problems, mental sleep disorders also. So be careful. Okay, so you're advised to relax and take it easy. Don't worry about things. Okay. Take a chill pill. Okay. So for Pisces, this is happening in your 11th house. Not bad actually for Pisces, because this is going to give you gains, because so many planets in your 11th house. There is connection between the second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, seventh house, eighth house, ninth house. Not the ninth house, but rest of the houses are getting activated in the 11th house. So too many planets actually in the 11th house are not considered good, but yes, good for your spiritual growth. It is good for your friend circle. If you want to actually go in for progression of career, this is the right time. If you are too passionate about your work, so utilize this time. It is going to give you elevation at the place of work. You will get support from your employees. Luck will be in your favor, and you will be having some important matters that you have to discuss and focus on. So it's better that you start doing it from now, so that will be the finishing point. And it is very good for fortune time, I think, for your finances also. You're going to be having fulfillment of desires, and you're going to be improving on your financial gains and happiness also. Love question is difficult. Why? Because moon is combust, your fifth lord is combust, so you have to be extra cautious in making decisions regarding your marriage and your love life. There can be some disruptions, or some awareness or distance in your romantic love life. So be careful. Health, definitely there are solutions you can get to overcome your health during this time, in case you're already having some problems. So that will give you some some growth, some betterment during this time. So I'm sorry if the title is wrong. I'll change it. And now coming to hi Trupti, good morning to you. It's evening for me in Muscat. Yes, you should rewatch this video. It's a very important one. Break means that there can be for Aquarius. Okay, there can be a break in relationship, or there can be disruption in relationship. Okay, somebody had asked me. Who had asked me a question regarding Virgo. I think it was Neha. Yeah, at last better for Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius is going to feel better. I missed out on so many questions. Yes, ma'am, awaiting Rahu Ketu video. Yes, Neha, I will be sharing for marriage for Virgos. For Virgos, this is going to be giving you some mixed kind of results, because it is happening in your I think for Virgo, it is going to be in the 5th house. So I think it is going to give you marriage. If at all you want to, you can during this time. It is going to give you positive results. Don't worry. Positive in that area. Okay. And who else wants to know something? The heading, I think, is okay. Sabrina, I'll change the heading. Thank you so much. And my Lagna Kumbha, I'm not taking the questions like that. Komal Singh, yes, ma'am. You are smooth. Okay. My birthday on day after tomorrow. Happy birthday, Archit Gupta. Darshana, title incorrect. Mercury theme is playing through. Okay, I don't know. There is some problem then. I will change it. Don't worry. I'll change it. Happy birthday, Archit, once again. Okay, guys, I'll be posting this video. Do watch it again. And Neha, Venus, Mahadasha. Neha, please don't ask such questions. I will not be able to guide you through, because I have already told in my videos that you should not ask questions related to your one planet or two planets only, because it is not at all advisable and not at all justifiable. If you stick on to your planetary configurations, you will not be growing in astrology. So it's better that you ask me questions about astrology. Okay, so I'll be sharing with you shortly the charts also one by one. I've got many charts through email as well as through the comment section. So I'll be sharing one by one the charts, whichever I can take up. Okay. Thank you, Libra Moon, Lisa. Yes, Capricorn Ascendant. Enjoy your evening. Thank you so much, dear. And have a good day to you, and have a good evening to all of you. Thank you so much. Stay blessed. Om Tat Sat.